Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Today as we continue our free gear series, we'll be looking into a survival tent. Fits right into this little day pack with room to spare, and bound to be fun and informative. For some it could even be life-saving. So stick around and we'll get into it. While you're at it, give me the thumbs up and pound that subscribe button and we'll dive right in. Free gear. Free survival gear. Why free? It's because the people that I see trying to survive are homeless people, refugees, people like that. They don't have a lot of money. Might have some resources. It's precious to them. Might barter or trade. But if you can get something free, there's nothing better. So I brought enough material to make a survival shelter or tent. See what I got. Tyvek. It's usually white on one side, black on the other. This one's actually almost a woodland color, though that's a bit bright, but I like it tan. And there's construction companies give that away for free. This particular warehouse, I know there's an area they put things out, people can just take it for free. But I've had good success over the years and the decades going to the foreman or the owner, whoever's in charge of the construction site or whatever it is, and they have a dumpster, and I ask nicely, can I jump in the dumpster or the pile? And if I have a chance, I might even tell them that I'm not going to make a mess. I'll put everything back. I might even clean up the area. And most of the time, they say yes. I've acquired all kinds of things that way, things I need. So anyway, Tyvek. And it comes in huge sheets. They wrap houses with it these days. It's a new thing. It's waterproof. It's breathable. But they cut it off, and then there's scraps. And when you're building houses, you can't be pack ratting every tiny little scrap, so all kinds of stuff goes in the dumpster, and this is one of the things. And then also, along with this system, got some baling twine. I haven't baled hay for a long time. That's what we always used to call it. And this is way more than I need. I just grabbed some that I had, threw it in the pack. You know, if I was going to go for a long hike, I'd be narrowing this down a little bit, lightening the load. So it's a thin rope or a real heavy twine, whichever you'd like to call it. So let's see what we can do with that. This is what I did, 3 or 4 minutes, just showing you what you can do really quick. I have the sliding glass door to my porch open and got the awning out over the porch in the heat of the day, just so you can see the inside of my fabulous abode. And I have this much twine left over, so you can get as elaborate with it as you want. So I'll be the building inspector. I never had this unrolled before. Just this first time setting it up, just as a demonstration. But on this side there's a lot of little holes. It's only right there. Then in the back, it's got a window. But other than that, it's pretty solid. And I'm not 8 feet tall, so I don't need all that. And it's really way too big for something I'd be carrying on my back. Maybe if I just kept it in my truck. But for one person, way too big. So I'll cut off this edge, get rid of those holes, and then I'll cut it down 6 feet, something like that. Let's see what we got. I cut it down and made it about half the size. That's half the space in my pack, and more importantly half the weight or so. Now to lower the ridge line and hang it up. You guys still there? I'm trying to catch some Z's over here. Get some coffee. Let's have a little talk. It's good stuff. So this video, just to get you started, get you thinking. Are you thinking yet? You can lead a man to school, but you can't make him think. What are some materials can you scrounge up? What can you use? Where can you get it? And remember, being polite, presenting yourself well. You might be homeless. You might have gone on a camping trip and got lost and you were in the woods a number of days, but how presentable is it possible for you to be? People know at least you're trying. And be polite, be respectful, say please and thank you. May I please dive in your dumpster? And a lot of times I say yes. I even had one guy, he was an owner, and they were taking apart this Bonanza. Remember that family restaurant? Maybe they still exist. There was one in our local town, and my friend went by, saw they were taking it apart, told me, hey, they got a lot of metal roofing. A lot of it had this gable roof, was huge. And I asked him, I have the metal roofing. It was in big sheets, I think 20 something feet long. He said sure, and he even said, you know, I started out like this. So there was some sort of compassion there and identification with me, and I put it over my pickup truck. This is my tent packed up. Not much at all. I left the twine on the corners connected, so if I'm setting it up in the same configuration, just take a matter of minutes and I'm good to go. This obviously fits in the pack. Hardly even notice it. I'm bringing this to a close with John 4:13. Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water, springing up into everlasting life. Thanks for joining me, guys. God bless you. I will see you again soon.